But I'm mostly not getting them. Where Leon gets them like pretty much every time he knocks them down. Okay, I think I need to go down the other hallway.
A raccoon. Guess this is fate.
Got some new wares, stranger. You're
There it is.
for a treat.
Excuse me.
Welcome. I got something new for you.
I guess we can build that now.
Hoi, hoi.
This is worth more.
Better buy something. Welcome. A deal well struck. A deal well struck. Well done, stranger. A well-tuned weapon can make up for a lack of skill, friend. What you see is what I've got. All yours, stranger. That shorty's very easy to handle. It'll be perfect for you. Your weapons are in good hands, mate. I'll see you right. I'll buy almost anything. A deal well struck. Your valuables won't do you much good in the grave. If you want a fighting chance,
What?
you best tune up your kit.
3 rounds? Are you fucking kidding me?
Ruby's all rubbish. He makes a deal well struck. Dazzled, are you? Our craftsmanship demands no less. Oh, my back is killing me. Years haven't been kind to us, I suppose. Good instinct, stranger. I knew you'd choose that one. Now go and cause some mayhem, eh?
How elaborate. The first ingredient should be in this room. That must be the ink. You can stop right there, Leon. Wouldn't make me use this, would you?
Well, after 6 years, that is one hell of a greeting, Ada.
You don't seem surprised. Interesting.
Try using knives next time. Better for close encounters.
Not a bad move. Very smooth.
So who are you working for this time?
Oh, Leon. You know I don't work in town. Leave the girl. She's lost no matter what. You walk away now, and who knows? Maybe you'll live to meet me again. And then I might get you that greeting you were looking for.
You think I'm gonna give up that easy?
Right. How about we continue this discussion another time? See you around, Leon. The gate and gong have the same symbol. Seems simple enough. I've got a bad feeling about this.
No shit.
Who comes up with these things?
Don't look back.
Okay, now for the second ingredient.
Yeah, I don't like the looks of this at all.
Looks like something goes here.
Oh shit. Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, there's another one? Oh, I'm fucking dead? An asshole, man.
Looks like something goes here. A trap.
Dude. Oh, I gotta take it from the other side. Okay, I see. If I don't fucking die. Fuck you, asshole.
I think I know what's coming.
Yeah. I don't like the sound of that at all. Wait a fucking minute. No, no, no. Oh my God. What the fuck, dude? I'm doing this fucking wrong. I need to get them together. Come on, guys, group up. No, you're not grouping up. That's not good teamwork. There you go. Oh my God, another one? What the fuck, dude? I don't have enough flash grenades to be throwing them out. Hey, quit shooting at me, bitch. Fucking bitch keep shooting at me. How the fuck are you hitting me? I'm standing fucking behind. Jesus! Whoa. What's this? Alright. Whoa! Dude! And this fucking bitch. Who the fuck invited you? Where the fuck did that asshole come from? That's a lot of fucking knights to have to kill.
Thought so.
Alright, I need to get this one off. Alright, that's 2 down. Whoa! Fuck! Jesus! These things are not fucking around.
Bring me a challenge.
Alright, got rid of the fucking archers. Shit!
Move.
Oh my god, these fuckers. Whoa! What the fuck, dude? Watch where you're swinging that thing. Dude, more archers? Dude, what in the fuck is this? Move! Fuck out of here. These archers fucking suck. Oh my god, get the fuck away. Yeah, I'm fucking... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good thing they don't have souls trapped. Dude, are you still alive? How the fuck are you hitting me and I'm not hitting you? What the shit is that? Shit! Jesus Christ. I need you guys to group up. No, I need you to group up. Yeah, I didn't get the other one. Oh, the other one just died. That's kind of weird.
All right, one ingredient left.
Got some new wares, stranger. You're in for a treat. Welcome. Got some rare things on sale, stranger. Well, next time, buy something. Eh? Welcome. Ruby's all rubbish, it makes no difference. The price, well, that's our choice. A deal well struck. A well-tuned weapon can make up for a lack of skill, friend.
What are you trying to say, man?
Oh, my back is killing me. Years haven't been kind to us, I suppose. Will that be all, then? If you good as new. This kind of work is about finesse, stranger. Little bit goes a long way. You'll see. Dazzled, are you? Our craftsmanship demands no less. A well-tuned weapon can make up for a... We're starting to get an idea of your tastes, friend. There you are, as you wished. Will it come back anytime?
Okay, Luis, that's 2.
Last one should be in a room accessible from the castle wall. You bring them all to the top of the wall, and I'll have your amber. Oh, and here's some more info I recovered about that old rock. Sending it now.
Couldn't just let me through, could you? That voice.
Did he go? Where'd you go, asshole? It is not good. Maybe I can craft some. Nope. Oh, he's in that little house.
Found you. What?
Don't run from me, dude. Dude, that dude's fast. Is that necessary? Oh my God, really? Are you shitting me? Damn it. Okay. No, don't eat my head. Oh my God, they ate my goddamn head. Fuck.
Couldn't just let me through, could you?
Dude, get off me. No means motherfucking no. Where the hell did he go this time? Oh, he's in that house again. Crap.
Found you.
Jesus. this is not good.
Boy.
Hey, Beast. Aim a little lower on the red dude to save ammo. His head is not up where the mask is. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I'm doing all right. Kind of a little under the weather due to allergies, but I can't really complain too much. How are you? Oh, look at this guy. This guy's running all over the place. Okay, that is a good opportunity to take out some fools. Got you guys all grouped up. That's what I call teamwork. Good. Got S Pro on DSO a couple days ago. It's fun. Yeah, I have some kind of mixed feelings about this game. Okay, there we go. But I think I'll keep it to myself. Hey, you're gonna run off again. To do this again. Just out of curiosity, since you're here, I know you're you're kind of a fan of the Souls games, very much like myself. Did you play Lies of P? And if you did, what did you think of it? Ammo helps. Did we get him? I think we finally got his ass. This is not good. Get away from me. And if I can get him grouped up again, I can maybe throw another flash grenade at him. maybe I need to loot that thing from him. The tablet that he stole. Give me 1 second. I'll catch up on that. It was good for me. Did 5 playthroughs on one character and a start level only playthrough. So it must mean I like it. And you, I watched your playthrough on YouTube. Yeah, I did 3 playthroughs. I did, so the playthrough that you saw on YouTube, that was my, I'll say semi-blind. I looked up a couple things. I looked up materials for weapon upgrades, and I also looked up when there was going to be a respec. I think everything else I did blind. And that was only because of the problems I had with Elden Ring. In fact, I think you were around for that because, so the problem I had in Elden Ring is, and same problem I was having with Lies of P. When you're playing a game like that, and I'm sure you'll disagree. Everybody seems to disagree with my opinion on this, and that's fine. I would like to be able to experiment with different weapons. And while I understand I'm on PC and I can do a save and then, you know, play around with a weapon and upgrade it. And then if I, you know, want to, I can reload my save and then go for another weapon. It's a lot of tedious work having to do that. And I didn't really particularly like, and again, this was also in Elden Ring, how they limit you on your materials of weapon upgrades. And the thing is it's not like you can get overpowered on your weapons. You can only level up your weapons to a certain level as you progress through the game. So like, I think it's like all the way up to like chapter 5, or is it chapter 3 or 4? I don't know. You can do like a +3 weapon. And then once you get to like chapter 5 and 6, you can go up to a +6. And then once you get past that, you go up to +9. Then the last chapter, you can get to +10, right? And I don't really like when developers put a limit on how many materials you're able to get, because you're not able to really experiment much with different weapons unless you're doing backup saves and reloading and doing it like that. And I know one could argue, well, that's what they want you to do, multiple playthroughs. I really don't have the time to do that many playthroughs. I wish I did. I don't. I have about 20 to 30 hours a week. 30 hours is about max I can dedicate to gaming, but it's usually going to be about 20 to 25. And in that time, doing testing is, especially stuff like that, is very time consuming. I want to play the fucking game. And I just felt like when you inhibit the player from being able to hold on 1 second. I think I might be screwed here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my God. This is not the best place to try to have a conversation. I'm familiar with all the farming spots. I had to farm, I think it was crescent moons. I had to farm every material. That was one thing I did. I think I did that off stream or so it wasn't really on the YouTube. But again, that also kind of, and I think I've mentioned this before, I'm not really one for farming. I don't mind. Oh, I noticed something too. You may or may not have noticed this depending on how much you farm. So I farmed up the materials. I think it's the Crescent Moon, and it's the area where you fight the White Lady. So I was on the original patch when I did that area, and I was getting Crescent Moons like crazy. 1 second. Okay, that took out quite a few of them. So I was getting Crescent Moons like crazy, right? And then the patch came, the 1.2, and they like drastically nerfed the drop rate. I spent literally 2 hours just trying to upgrade I think it was like one weapon, because I didn't have enough, mats. And I was like, what the fuck happened? And I was farming the same areas. I even moved around to try different farm spots. So I guess, and I didn't see it in the notes when they put in the patch notes, that I didn't see anything about them nerfing the drop rates of mats. So anyways, I had a whole argument on that, and it just kind of gone off into the tangent of the fucking farming or whatever. But well, let me ask you something, because I knew you're a little bit older. How many hours a week do you get to game? Because you say you work, you get to game or whatever. I'm very curious. In fact, you're probably the perfect person to ask, because you are older and you don't have the luxuries of living at home with your mom. But anyways, I did do my semi-blind playthrough, and then I did another playthrough. Okay, 20 hours a week. That's even less than me. Not much less, but it is less. And then I did a whole new playthrough, normal, and then I took that character into New Game Plus. And did the New Game Plus thing or whatever. I actually do have one more achievement that I need, but I'm kind of done with the game. I've had my fill of it. But it's the one where you have to do the Vagnani quest. Yeah, so you definitely know more so. So if you are only getting to play 20 hours a week, I mean, well, I don't know if, because I remember you and I kind of disagreed a little bit on farming or grinding or whatever. I don't want to spend, if I only have 20 to 30 hours a week to play video games, I don't want to spend a quarter of that or even a third of that time farming. I don't find that enjoyable. And maybe it's because of all the years I did it in like MMOs and shit like that, but it's just not something I really want to do. Maybe I don't even need that tablet, 'cause I didn't see a prompt to loot anything when I killed him. Yeah, I kind of thought I needed the tablet. Thank you. Like, I played Diablo 2 a few months back, and I know you popped in on that. That type of farming is different for me, because I mean, you're farming for gear, and the gear is unique, and you get, it's kind of fun because it's almost like gambling. You're going through and you're farming, and maybe you get a nice yellow that drops and it's got good stats, or maybe you get a unique. That I actually enjoy, and I think I explained it at the time. But farming for materials, killing the same enemies over and over again for hours, it's not for me. That's about as nice as I can put it. I could put it a lot harsher, but I'll leave it at that. I would probably be more open to, or not have as much of a problem with it, if I could game 40 hours a week or more. Then we wouldn't even be having this conversation, because I'd be like, okay, it doesn't matter, I don't care. But the little time that I do have to game, I want to actually game, and I don't find that to be like really gaming. But I also don't enjoy simulators either, so that tells you anything. I will say that I think that Liza P is arguably one of the best Souls-like games that I've either seen and or experienced. The gameplay was very fluid. I mean, there were issues obviously with the combat,
Boy.
but I do it to save a lot of headache. But I agree, it's easier to have access to the materials, buy it or something. Yeah, let me give you an example. So, if I have 20 hours a week to play, let's say Lies of P, the question is, would I want to spend, let's say, 6 hours of that time fighting a boss and getting more proficient at a boss, to maybe getting it down to where I can do the boss without taking damage at all, like a no-hit run type of thing? Or do I want to spend that time farming? Because it all comes down to time. And the other thing too is I don't like to sit and stick with one game at a time. I like to play a game. Maybe if I really enjoy it, I'll do, one or two or a couple playthroughs and then I'll move on. But again, that's just me because I want to get more experience from, other games and not being stuck on one. Ah, there it is. Okay.
Finally. Glad.
I know, right? Finally. Trying to get this loot. Okay, there we go. But you know what's crazy about Lies of P? And you may or may disagree. I think they did arguably a better job in some aspects than even From Software, because the performance of that game was like flawless. I mean, every From Software game I've played has had technical problems, and most of the time it's like pop in. And I'm not trying to shit on From Software. Obviously, I'm a fan. I've played all the games except for Dark Souls 2. That's not good. But it's kind of crazy, especially when this was like their first, I guess, real attempt at a game like that, and they just knocked it out of the park. I don't know if it has anything to do with the fact that they use the Unreal Engine 4, if that, if the performance that they went with. But I also started to consider as well, with the exception of like the swamp area, which I think is chapter 7, I think. The game is very claustrophobic and it's very tight. So pop-in wasn't really a big issue. And that's probably one of the reasons why the performance was so good. Whereas like a Souls game, it's nowhere near as claustrophobic. It's more open. Obviously there's areas in their games that are more, closed in, but it is a little bit more spread out. But they're also using a different engine as well.
Boy.
Have I played? That's a very good question. The only thing I don't like in Lies of P is the dodge. Dodge is only good if you have light and weight. I actually disagree with that, and I'll tell you why. So the default dodge, yes, you're 110% correct. But if you spec into the P organ, and I know there's two, or there might be a third, but there's two. I should probably get in here before this thing attacks me. So the first upgrade is in the phase 1, and that gives you the, it brings you, no, wait a minute. No, it's phase 2. Is it phase 2? No, it is phase 1. Yeah, it's phase 1. So it brings it up to what I would consider a normal Souls dodge. Partially. The phase 2 dodge upgrade allows you to get up when you get knocked down. Once you unlock both of those, at least in my opinion, it feels very much like a Bloodborne, dodge, or when you get up or whatever. I'm sure that you know that because you played the game like, twice as much as myself. But if you don't spec into that, then yeah, the dodge is crap. I kind of felt that the way they did the parry mechanic, the perfect guard, even after getting proficient at it, doing 3 playthroughs, I still kind of disagree with the design choice. It's challenging, yes, and I did like the challenge once I kind of got it down, but I kind of feel because of the way they did the weapons, and there's so many weapon combinations. If you Oh, I never did. I was always at 59% or lower. Once you hit 60%, then that might explain it. So I did a lot of testing with the weapons, and if you're playing with a motivity weapon, and not all motivity weapons are this way, but generally they're very slow. Not all of them, but most of them. And because of that, when you do a block, well, let me try to keep my frame of thought. When you do a block with a motivity weapon, not all of them, but some of the higher up ones, they have a ridiculous amount of guard reduction. So even if you're not getting perfect guards and you're just holding guard, you're going to be able to mitigate so much damage coming in. Whereas if you're using a technique weapon, you're not. In fact, it's like half of whatever you get from a motivity weapon. So this is where my argument for the perfect guard kind of comes into play. I think that if you are playing a technique weapon, you should have a larger window for the perfect guard. And if you're playing a motivity weapon, it should be a smaller window. But they're both the same. So it doesn't matter. You could play either weapon or whatever, or weapon type. You're always going to get the same. The only difference is your recovery from doing attacks. And motivity is difficult because when you do an attack, it takes longer to recover. So if you do need to do a guard or a perfect guard, a lot of times you're going to get hit, especially on some of the faster bosses. And I was very conflicted about Lies of P too, because in a Souls game, and I think you might agree, because I remember when you're playing Demon Souls, when we play a Souls game, we usually will go and we get our starter weapon. And it's kind of the weapon that's going to carry us through the beginning stages of the game. And then we go and we'll finally get our main weapon, and this is the weapon that's going to be our weapon that we build around. And this is the weapon that we'll probably complete the game on. And yeah, we might have some like alternate weapons, like Elden Ring got a little bit more into that, but that's generally, and I'm not just speaking for myself, I've watched many streams and that's generally what people do. And same with me, that's what I do. But with Lies of P, because of all the different bosses and the types of bosses, I felt I was constantly having to switch weapons based on the boss. And I didn't feel there was any need to really spec for, going through transversing through the level. Because you can just pick one weapon and do that. Because, there's a few difficult enemies that you'll come across as you're transversing, like some of the elites. But for the most part, most of the enemies are pretty easy to get through. So it's really about specking for the boss. And the fact that I was constantly having to change weapons for each situation, I'm kind of conflicted. Like I like the concept to a certain degree because oh yeah, use the right tool for the right job. But when you change weapons, if you're not spec'd into technique, or if you're not spec'd into motivity, and not even that, even some of your P organs, it just doesn't really synergize very well. If you go and watch anybody streaming Lies of P, very few people are picking one weapon and playing with that one weapon through the entire game. I'm not saying that nobody does it. I know people do it, but most people don't. Exactly. And I'm not saying that's a bad design choice, but I think it needed more work. I think the concept that they had with all the weapons and the handles and the different weapon types, I think the concept was awesome. I just don't think it was executed very well. I wish they would have done more testing to really get it down, much better. Oh, I'm sorry. You were asking me about Lords of the Fallen. So I watched 2 live streams, one with developers from Lords of the Fallen, and they were talking with Fighting Cowboy, Ouroboros, and 2 other guys. And I also watched, I don't have a green. I also watched another live stream with Fighting Cowboy and I forget the other guy's name. And they were literally talking about the game and all the things that they liked and all the things they didn't like. And I heard enough feedback from Lords of the Fallen. I'm passing on that game. I will say it's beautiful. It looks amazing. That game looks gorgeous. But I don't play games just because of the way they look. In fact, if I have a choice, I would rather have a game that's mediocre looking and is really good gameplay than a game that has really amazing graphics and terrible gameplay. And there was a lot of things. Now, to be fair, they've been patching the game quite a bit. They've been very aggressive about patching the game, and they've been bending the knee on things that they said they weren't going to do. Like, I was really turned off by the developers.
Boy.
That's what I heard. And it wasn't even the performance that was turning me off, although that was one of the things. So one of the developers was talking about the waypoints for New Game Plus. I forget the name of what they call them, but I know you know what I'm talking about. And originally in the original game, not the original game, not the old one, but the one that they just released, they had none. You had to like drop your own, I think, but you didn't have any. So you were having to run back all the way. And the developers wanted you, yes, vestiges. They wanted you to be, because your shortcuts would be mostly unlocked. They felt that the vestiges, by just removing them from New Game Plus, that's what they wanted to go with. And they did not want to budge on that at all. And several people, like everybody, was telling them, hey, you probably need to rethink this. If a compromise. If you want to remove them all, and all the players are complaining about it, why not meet them halfway? Why not put in a few of them? 50% of them, or a third of them, or something. And the developer, like one of the developers, the guy was kind of an asshole. He was starting to attack the players and the people that were making the suggestions. And I was just like, fuck this dude, man. I'm not going to buy this guy's game if that's the attitude he has. He's basically like, well, this is our game. You don't like it, then don't play it. And I was like, okay, no problem. And then like, this was, I think, either the day before launch or the day of. And then all these people were, complaining. And it wasn't just that. There were other things, but that was a big one. And then I think it was last week, they dropped the patch and they finally made the change. And I was just laughing. I was just like, yeah, these devs, that I agree on. But now you can restart the game with all your stuff. So that's good. But I agree with you. I mean, I'm not playing the game. I haven't touched the game. I don't own it. I haven't beta tested it or demoed or anything, but I've watched some live streams. I've watched some of Fighting Cowboys playthrough of it. And one of the other problems that, and I can't speak on this because I haven't played the game, is most people say that the bosses are just too easy. Like the bosses are kind of a joke. And people have said that it almost feels like Demon Souls. Like the transversing through the area with all the enemies, that's the hard part. But you get to the boss and it's all easy. And you remember how Demon Souls was. Demon Souls, like the challenge was getting through to the boss. And then you get to the boss, let's be real, all the bosses in Demon Souls are pretty easy. I mean, you could argue, was it Man Catcher, the two demons or whatever, or gargoyles or whatever? Those could be a little bit problematic, but for the most part, all the bosses are easy.
That was my last one.
But that was another concern because I was just like, if the bosses are kind of, just easy and a joke, like, to be fair, I felt Liza P for my first playthrough. I felt a lot of the bosses were just a little bit much. I felt like the damage they were outputting was so high that it was kind of turning me off on the game. It was because it was so punishing. That depends if you go in blind or look up OP weapons and stuff. I had a pretty tough first playthrough. See, I don't do that. I'm like you. I don't go look up builds. I don't go look up like when I do a first playthrough. I mean, if you watch my playthrough of Liza P, you saw for a lot of the bullshit that I went through because I don't look up builds. But the thing is once you go find that OP weapon or whatever, it kind of trivializes the game. A perfect example. When I discovered the bone saw in Liza P, I started using it around, I think, the time of the swamp monster. The person say that bosses is easy, get OP weapons early. Well, that's the thing. The majority of people I've heard from have said that. So I don't think everybody's just getting OP and going into the bosses. I mean, maybe that might be the case. I really don't know. But it is a gorgeous game, though. It's really gorgeous. But I think the way I'll do it is, I'll wait, let them kind of patch it a bit more, and then see where it is in a few more months. And I'll probably wait for it to go on sale, because if I end up buying it and I end up not enjoying it, then it's not that big a deal. I don't really lose that much, but I don't really want to pay full price for a game that has had a lot of problems. And that's just me in general. Liza P was a gamble because everybody said Liza P was good. The performance was good. And for the most part, it was. The only problem is the developers did some sneaky ass shit, or maybe you could say the publishers, because it might have been the publishers, but the version of Liza P that the reviewers got was not the same version that we got on launch day. There were two major changes. They injected DRM, I think it was like 2 days before launch, and they also increased the difficulty by basically increasing the damage by double. So if you go back and you look at anybody's playthrough of Liza P, like the demo, like fighting Cowboy, go watch his Scrapped Watchman fight. When he takes damage, the amount of damage he takes, look at that, and then go look at somebody else playing it. Go look at mine and compare the damage. It is a very different game. It is a lot more difficult. The first boss in the game, OP as fuck weapon, you can get that one in 1 hour and then you're set. Are you talking about Lords of the Fallen? It's very tempting because it is such a gorgeous game. Because the art and the style and the theme of what they've gone with, like it appeals to me. Like it's a beautiful game for what it is. Yes, I write with my phone. So, oh, no problem, man. Yeah, no problem. And I appreciate you, making the effort. I don't know if you're able to, but if you can do voice to text to help you out a little bit, that's fine too. I can probably put it together in my head, even though I'm dyslexic. Let me check my map here. I'm not too worried about those. Wait a minute. What the hell is that?
That's right. I still have some unfinished business to take care of.
Yep. I think my favorite boss in Lies of P, Nameless Puppet. I think that's my favorite boss. All the bosses are actually pretty good. I don't like the having to fight cameras though. So like they're all designed pretty well, but the bishop fight was pissing me off a lot because of the, he would go and stand up and it would, I adapted to it. I got, I figured out how to beat him or whatever. It was really annoying. And then Simon Manus, because his hitbox to hit him is so small, you have to be right up on him. And in order to be right up on him, you can't see what he's telegraphing, so you don't know what attacks, and a lot of it, obviously you can do the fight for hours and hours and eventually you're going to master it, but it was pretty frustrating. I don't like not being able to see what the boss is doing. I do think Simon Manus is a good boss, but it would have been cool to have him to be able to see more.
So, what's become of the Amber?
Sorry, nothing yet. But my little helper is creating quite the commotion. Everything will work out just fine.
As long as you can keep your dog under control.
He's a good boy. Predictable.
Fine. Keep your mutt. But don't come crying to me if you get bit.
Oh, shit.
Leon, changed your mind yet?
Yeah?
Assuming you haven't, I've got a tip for you. Seems like something big is about to go down in the throne room. Babysitting's tough, huh?
Okay, I wanted to wait for the cutscene to finish. So, the green monster, I'm going to have to agree with you on that. I hated that fucking fight. Oh my God, that fight pissed me off probably the most in the game. I think that was the fight that pissed me off the most. Until I learned you could, in the second phase, that charge attack that he does, that you can parry it. And it's very easy. It's so easy to parry it. And when you do, like, you can capitalize on it pretty well. So I would agree that's definitely at the top of the list as best boss in the game. And I 110% agree with you on the Brotherhood fight. In fact, after I completed my first playthrough, every playthrough after normal and New Game Plus, I did a Spectre for those fights. Not because I can't do them. I know I can. Because I don't want to. Because I really hate those fights. They just suck. And I will always, anytime I go back to play that game again, I will always do a Spectre for those two fights. Because, you fight them the first time and the second time. But all the other fights, I do, normal. No summons or any of that. I think the green monster was the one that had me raging the most. Like, I got to that fight. Although I did rage pretty hard on Puppet King. I was talking all kinds of shit. Guess we go down the stairs here. Oh. I have a really good strat for Puppet King.
Move.
So, second phase of the Puppet King, when he decides to buff his weapon, the fire buff, and he starts charging at you, and I didn't figure this out until my final playthrough. I think it was, I was on New Game Plus, and this is when I figured it out. All you got to do, and you probably already know this, call me a slow learner, is when I saw a system on the second fight. There's always one that chases you. If you run away and look at the other two, you can get free back subs every time. Oh, really? Yeah, I might try that. Like,
Bring me a challenge.
1 second here. So when the Puppet King comes at you, he buffs his weapon to do the fire attack, and he goes crazy. He's just like swinging all crazy. What you can do to mitigate all those attacks is it's almost like fighting Melina in Elden Ring. So in Elden Ring, you have 3 options to deal with Melina's waterfall dance or whatever. You can either turn and run, which I suck at. I most of the time I fail at the running. You can stay in the eye of the storm and dodge, or you can do the frost bombs. I usually do frost bombs because I just find that more enjoyable. The Puppet King is very similar. All you do is you dodge past him like you would Melina, almost like you're staying in the eye of the storm. And you will, for the most part, you'll mitigate all the attacks and the heat damage. When he stops, you're close to him, and then you can capitalize and start, do really good damage on him. I wish I'd have figured that out like earlier. I just figured it out on my New Game Plus run. That's one way to do it. I would still get hit though, dodging left or dodging back. It would depend. Like if all the other attacks I can dodge left, but the fire attack when he's going all crazy, every type of dodge mechanic or whatever, and I don't know if you can perfect guard those. I never tried that either, but I think even if you perfect guard, you're still going to take overheat damage. But I kind of cheated on my New Game Plus run because I used the amulet that you get from Lasix the Complete. I'm probably not pronouncing her name correctly, so I apologize. Yeah, straight into him. I mean, well, when I say straight into him, I mean you are gonna you're gonna kind of pass to his left side. So I guess you could. It's kind of like you're going forward, but to the left. Actually, let's see. Yeah, it would be going forward and going left for you, and you'll be on his right side, and that will mitigate it all. I think it's, I didn't upload that. That's right, because I didn't upload my New Game Plus because I wasn't going to bother. It's too much rendering and upload time. But there's something else I'm going to say. I lost track. No. The amulet is it's the one that maybe it's not her amulet. It's the one that makes you immune to all status effects. So you're going to be immune to overheat. You're going to be immune to acid. So like if you go and fight like the corrupt puppet parade master, or you fight the green monster, you're not going to take acid damage, and your weapon's not going to take acid damage. I use that on New Game Plus. That when I saw that amulet, I was like, oh yeah. Okay, it's Nameless Puppet. My bad. I got them mixed up. Yeah, because I didn't get his weapon until I finished New Game Plus, because I used his amulet. But everybody was using his weapon, and it just seemed very overpowered. And I fell in love with that bone saw weapon that I used. Like I have my go-to weapons now that if I go back and play the game that I really like. Although I did discover a pretty combination. Oh, I'm not. I was, my brain sometimes gets things mixed up. But yeah, I got you. There's a good combination with the wrench. I saw the speedrunner doing it. Yeah, I got you. Okay. No, I got you. And yeah. I'm going to be honest with you, man. When I was playing through Lies of P, there were moments in that game that I just felt like, I think I'm getting too old for this shit. That game fucking kicked the shit out of me, dude. Like more than a normal Souls game. I had such a hard time with that game. I understand. Did you upload any of your playthrough of Lies of P on your channel? Because I've seen, I haven't. Oh, the game that I said that kicked the shit out of me, Lies of P. That first playthrough. Like now it's not a problem. Like, you know, I could load it up and, you know, I can pretty much go into any of the bosses and probably kill them. Most of them I can kill within 1 to 3 attempts, but there are a couple that will take me a little bit longer just due to the RNG. But I've got the fights down pretty good now. Okay. I would have loved to have seen, you know, some of yours. Because I know you used to do those challenge runs in like in Demon Souls, but you would do them, in my opinion, better than a lot of the other people, because a lot of people that will like make claims of doing the challenge runs, there are people that will do these so-called like challenge runs with Souls games, and they're not really challenge runs. They're challenge runs to people that don't know any better, you know. But for people who know the game, it's like, okay, that's not a challenge. But the way you play, at least from what I saw from your Demon Souls, that was pretty challenging.
I should check below.
Okay. So when do you think the DLC for Elden Ring will drop? I'm thinking they're going to announce it at the Game Awards. Yeah, level 1 to New Game Plus 7 is not easy. Yeah, I would not even know.
This must be the collection room. Blue butterfly.
Okay. I've done it with all Dark Souls game and Bloodborne and Elden Ring. I've only done a Soul Level 1 playthrough on Dark Souls. That's the only game I've ever done it on, which isn't saying much. I probably shouldn't even mention it because it's pretty easy. Oh, hell yeah, dude. You don't have to tell me. I know. Like, I even playing just a normal average level, not overpowered, not under, is still a bit challenging. Although I did come up with a pretty, well, I shouldn't say I came up with it, but I adapted a build that is pretty OP. It's not really it's good for killing bosses pretty quick, but the next time I play it, I'm kind of like on the fence on, do I want to do a full playthrough of Elden Ring and then go into the DLC, or do I want to just get the DLC and just start from there? Last boss on level 1, New Game Plus, or excuse me, yes, New Game Plus 7 in Elden Ring. Oh my God. So I think, and I obviously I could be wrong, I don't really know, I'm just, you know, kind of talking out my ass here, but I think that From Software is going to give us a date at the Game Awards, because they've already said that, you know, they've already made the announcements. It's almost been a year, not a year yet, but pretty close, that it's coming. So I think they'll probably announce, they'll probably give us a date. I kind of think they're going to give us a date at the Game Awards, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be January or February. That's what I was thinking. That I was thinking the same thing, of just doing a fresh playthrough, because I like to get warmed up to a game again. I mean, not that it takes me that long, but it would be nice to just kind of, you know, get readjusted. I guess it's like a crocodile. Okay. I don't think we're supposed to leave. A beetle? Okay.
Good to know.
I have 10 different characters on different levels. Most of them are not over level 60. Oh, okay. I don't even remember. Oh shit, now I think about it. I've never played that low on Elden Ring. I mean, like in-game content. Like when, you know, the last boss is at level 60. I think I think the lowest I was able to get to of what I felt I needed. I've got a bunch of notes, but I think I was able to get mine down to like. It's nowhere near that low. It's actually like double. I think it's like 120, somewhere around there. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so skull, crocodile, and beetle. Is it a specific order? Maybe I need to look at them again. Oh, wait, that one, maybe it's the orientation. So that one's pointing up, maybe. Okay. No, they're all pointing up, okay. Okay, the skull. And the, okay, so beetle, skull, crocodile. Maybe that's the orientation. There we go. Okay, so it was the orientation going around the room. It's interesting because this puzzle is the only one to actually do that. All the other ones have been like when you do the, there's puzzles in the game. There's I think 2 or 3 of them where they painted yellow paint of the symbols, but you didn't have to have them in any order. And this one they actually required that, which I think they should have. I think they should have done that with the others. The big trade.
Got everything you need.
Good. And I got exactly what you want. Oh, that's not good. The parasite is reacting to the amber.
So that's the ember. That looks like something Wesker would want.
This will knock out the parasite. But only for a time. You ready? A tu salud. Just remember, it's not a cure. We still need to find a way to get that thing out of you.
This roach guy again.
I don't understand. It should be working by now.
Take the ember and go. Once the parasite is sedated, you can give me back that damn stone.
I can't leave you here. Not like this.
Spare me. I'll be fine. You got another promise to keep.
All right. But you come find me as soon as you're done here.
This guy has it in for me.
Louis has the amber. I need to reach him.
Okay. We go to the roof. There's a treasure up there. Which way is he? Oh, I can get the treasure. Cool.
Louise's footprints must have gone this way. Won't budge.
Hey, fucker.
Next.
Oh man, could use that lamp sooner.
Down we go. What is this?
What the fuck? Dude, that friggin' grap hook is legit. Wish Leon had that.
A nest. Hope it's not a sign of things to come.
Boy.
If you have 5 different colors with the gems and you put in the crown, you get... Oh, no shit. I didn't know it was color coded like that. I know that some give you... will increase the sell price, but I wasn't... Let me look at this real quick. Okay, so red, yellow, green, purple, and blue. Okay. I should go ahead and put some of these in now. Wow, that would be a lot. So if I got a purple and green of that.
Locked. It won't open. I'm not swimming in that.
Got some wares. Perfect for a professional like yourself.
Dude, you are gonna make me swim in that. I don't know if I have anything to sell.
Came into some other bits and bobs too, mate.
We can sell that.
Your valuables won't do you much good in the good. A deal well struck. Good luck to you, stranger. You'll get some bang for your buck. I guarantee it. This kind of work is about finesse, stranger. Little bit goes a long way. You'll see. Well then, what can I do you for? Oh, my back is killing me. Years haven't been kind to us.
Oh, wow. I don't know how many more of those enemies we're going to be dealing with, though, but that is pretty cool. Yeah, might as well grab it. There ain't nothing else I want.
Got a selection of good. I'll keep a lookout for items that. Suit your needs, eh?
Do I need to... Oh, I'm not even getting a prompt for it. Okay. Good, because I really didn't want to swim in that shit. I think we already had a blue. Right. Yeah, I already had a blue. Oh, we get to try out our new charm. Damn, dude. How much health do you have? got a sensor scope. Oh shit. More of those motherfuckers. I don't like those fucking things.
That should take care of the water. I hope.
What the hell are you doing down there? Whoa! What the fuck, dude?